What's up everyone, Dragonheir here, and today I will give you a free-to-play team for the Grave of Venom that works from the stage 1 all the way to stage 20. All you have to do is just change the gear as you progress to meet the requirements, but that's all you have to do, so let's go right into it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Alright guys, welcome to the Grave of Venom. As you see, I'm already at stage 15, I'm working on stage 16. And this team I was using all the way from stage 1 all the way to stage 15. I will show you what it is. So here is the team guys. As you see, I'm using Evrian as my tank. It's a free legendary hero from the season 1 and he's one of the best tanks early on. Then I'm using Thorin, another free legendary hero from season 1 and one of the best healers and stats boosters for early game. Then I'm using Estelle, an epic hero, and she's an amazing healer. And then for my DPS I'm using Vidimir together with Rava. So Vidimir does a lot of damage for me and Rava does a frost debuff and a defense penalty from the Witch Remains, or from the artifact called the Crown of the Unclean. I will show you the run first and then the builds after. And the most important hero is the Evrian. You just need to build him with love survivability. So let me show you the run first. So as I told you earlier, you can use this from all the way from stage 1 to stage 20. You don't need any skill timings, nothing. I mean, you can use skill timings for Rava and Vidimir if you want them to go right behind each other, because Rava would do the frost debuff and the defense penalty, and then Vidimir will do a lot of damage. But if you don't use the skill timings, the Vidimir will boost his ultimate every time he kills, or anytime the wisps die under the frost debuffs. He gets like 20% of his ultimate back. So that's why I'm not using skill timings. I want Vidimir to cast as much as possible. So it's relatively easy, you know, no skill timings, full auto. And the build is not that hard to make. You just need a lot of defense on Evrian, you know, for his survivability. Then you have two healers. That's perfect, right? Because you want to heal your tank and your DPS a little bit. And then you just need a DPS that does a lot of damage, which Vidimir is amazing for this dungeon because his ultimate can bounce up to 6 times. So he will hit everything on the board, right? So that's why this team is amazing. And it's really easy to get. As you see, it's 3 epic heroes and then 2 free legendary heroes from season 1. So I don't think like anybody would struggle with this team. And the beautiful part is that you can use it from stage 1 all the way to stage 20. All you have to do is just, you know, as you progress, change the epic gear for legendary gear, and then once you get to mythical gear, start using the mythical gear. Or you can even stay on legendary gear. I was using legendary gear a lot in season 1 all the way to the end game because there are some pieces or some sets that works amazing on some heroes. So I wouldn't underestimate the legendary gear. Also, do not forget to level up your heroes, because getting to the level cap is the most important thing in my opinion, because level up mean a lot of basic stats, right? And your gear gives some percentage increase, which will always be better as your basic stats grows, right? So that's why you want to always level up your heroes to the cap for the server. So for the first 3 days or 4 days, the level cap will be 59, and then for the next, I think 4 or 5 days, it's gonna be level 79. As you see here, I'm already at level 79, because that was the first thing I did when I got the opportunity to level up, right? So I'll go to level 79, and now I'm focusing on the dungeons. And now I'm able to farm mythical gear as well, right? Because of the levels. I didn't change any gear from the previous stages, from the stage 9, 10, 11, 12. All I did is just level up my heroes, you know, to get more basic stats, which improved them a lot. You know, like their basic stats improve, and the gear helps them with the percentage increase as well. So that's the only thing that I did to like improve this team. And as I told you earlier, no skill timings, nothing. It works without anything, right? You just slap this team in and you're ready to go. So that's stage 15, I believe. Done. And it's the earliest stage where you can actually get a mythical gear. Unfortunately, I didn't get it any, because it's relatively low chance on stage 15. But the first time you finish stage 15, there's 100% chance for mythical gear, right? As you see here, stage 16, I haven't done it. And for the first time, I will always get the two mythical gear pieces, right? For the Grave of Venom. So very easy team to build. I will show you how I have them built. And I will give you some substitutions for the gear, right? For the legendary or for some mythical artifacts. Let me start with Evrian. So I have a build with 50k HP, 2.7 defense, 2.7k defense, I'm sorry. And only 143 accuracy. I wish it's a little bit more, because then he would be landing his attack penalty on his battle skill. So if you want to improve this build, focus more on accuracy, get it to like 200, and then another 40 from your psychic core. So don't forget to level up your psychic core. And for him, One of the best gears is the Thunder Tenacity, especially in this dungeon, because it boosts his HP, his accuracy, and when the Weaver gains 1% ultimate energy each time taking damage, right? And the boss is always focusing on him, so every time he takes a damage, he will get his energy back, right, for the ultimate. So he will be casting more ultimates, which means more shielding, more damage reduction, I believe. If you can see on his ultimate, he grants ally protection to all allies except the hero for the 10 seconds, then gains 600% defense shield for 10 seconds, and gains 30% damage reduction and defense up 1 for 10 seconds. So that's why you want to get him to his ultimate as soon as possible, right? So that's my Evrian. And I'm using the Scrap Amulet. That's a very important part, because that's one of the best amulets for him. And I forgot one more thing, because I'm now at level 79, I'm able to, level up my artifacts to level 16. So this is even better now. So I will level this up, and it will boost his survivability even more. So now he has almost 2.9k defense. So almost like 200 defense more. So next champion is Evrian. I have him built with 44k HP, 1500, almost 1600 defense, and then 181 enlightenment. You want to build him with a lot of enlightenment, and if it's possible, once you get to legendary gear and you get some legendary gear pieces, try to get the ancestor protection on him, because it gives him 20% HP, 15% defense, and decrease the Weaver damage taken by 10%, while 50% of other allies' damage taken is transferred to him. So that's why this way Thorin will help your tank, right, to survive, or even your DPS, because the boss does some AoE damage and hits everything, right? So this way he can help you with like off tank the damage, right? And it's not even the best gear. Like, okay, I have enlightenment here, which is amazing for Evrian, or for Thorin. But the chest, the helmet, I have accuracy and resistance, HP percentage, defense percentage, but not, more points into it. It's still on level 12, so maybe if I level this up to level 20, it will boost his stats, he will be even better. But I'm not doing it right now. I'm trying to focus, how far I can get without like pushing the gear to its limit, right? And on this weapon, I have some enlightenment, some defense, resistance, and HP, flat stats, but it's fine. But you see, it's not like the best gear in the world. And on his gauntlets, only using it because he has some enlightenment and some HP. So I'm still struggling with the gear. I wish this was like HP percentage, and I had more enlightenment and HP percentage in here as well. So try to use your gear as you progress. You don't need to always level it up to level 20, but try to use it if it's like suboptimal. And it doesn't need to be perfect, but if it's suboptimal, try to use it, right? As you see these gauntlets, right? This is not the best piece of gear on him, but it helps him, right? So that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm using the gear that I have to get to the highest stages as I can. And once I reach like stage 17, 18, and I'm able to farm it, then I will try to focus more on the gear, like farming the gear, and not pushing to stage 20 immediately. Then for my DPS, Vidimir, I have him built with 26k HP, 900 defense only, 2.2k attack, only 42% crit rate. I'm still not able to get to 100% crit rate, which, lowers his damage quite a bit. Then he has 169% crit damage, and that's pretty much it. I'm using the Whisper of a Consumer as a legendary, as a mythical artifact. But if you don't have this, what I would recommend to use is the Eyeball of the Giant, because this way it boosts his attack percentage, his attack, and the Weaver ultimate skill gains more damage, right? If you level it to level 16, it's plus 18% damage bonus. So that's my Vidimir. Now for my Rava, I have a build with 32k HP, almost 1k defense, 1500 attack, and then 270 accuracy. Very important, try to build her with a lot of accuracy and some attack, and put Which Remains on her to put the defense penalty 2 on the boss. Or if you don't have this mythical artifact, use the Crown of the Unclean. It works the same way, but it puts the defense penalty 1 on the boss, not the defense penalty 2. Try to use one of these two artifacts on your Rava, and build her with a lot of accuracy. I'm also using the Emissary Whisper. There's a new gear set for Season 2. It gives her plus 40 accuracy, plus 20 skill haste, and when the Weaver successfully inflicts a debuff, all allies deal 10% more damage for 10 seconds. Very nice piece of gear, or very nice set for Rava, because she does a lot of debuff on her ultimate. She puts the Frost debuff, and with Which Remains, she puts the defense penalty debuff, right? So this way, she will always boost your other allies' damage. So definitely try to use this gear set if you can. As you see here, it's not the best gear. I don't have, attack percentage, enlightenment, HP, nothing too good, but it's okay. Same for the weapon, not the best weapon in the world because I don't have accuracy on it. It would be better. Helmet, still only level 16. It has accuracy, defense, but it doesn't have any attack percentage. It still works for early stages. And the chest piece, I'm using mostly because it gives me accuracy, right? But nothing too good for Rava in here. But the accuracy, amazing. So that's my Rava. And the last hero is Estelle. I have her build with almost 40k HP, 1k defense, almost 1100, and then 192 enlightenment. And I'm using the Luminary or the Gospel on her. I can even level it up to level 16, which I will do right now, because it helps her healing. Healing from the viewer increased by 14% at level 16, so she will even heal more right now. As you can see, I'm using the gear from Season 1 on her, because I carry some gear, 2 legendary gear pieces, and on day 3 they will unlock. So don't forget, if you put any legendary gear pieces into your storage from Season 1, it will be open on day 3. A mythical gear will unlock on day 9, I believe. So if you put 4 mythical gear pieces into your storage, they will not unlock until day 9, I'm pretty sure. But if you put like 2 legendary gear pieces in it, same as me, it will be unlocked on day 3, which you can use to push the stages to get the mythical gear each season 2 relatively quickly, right? So that's what I'm using on her. And that's pretty much the team. Also talents, very important. As you see, Estelle, I only have the first talent on her. I will not waste it right now. And for Rava, I have 2 talents. And then I'm waiting for the third one because I will focus more on Vidimir first. Then I will do for Rava. For Vidimir, only 2 talents, but now I did some farming for the talents and I will unlock this one, the upper row. When dealing damage to targets inflicted with any negative effects, increase damage dealt by 10%. Very good for the Grave of Venom because Rava will always do the debuff, so he will do more damage. And what's very nice in Season 2 is that you can combine the talents as you wish. You don't need to stay in one path. You can combine it all, like, it doesn't matter how you do it, right? So for Vidimir, I will go the third talent, the upper row. And for the second talent, I will go for the middle row, right? Inflicting frost on enemies has... no, not the middle row, I'm sorry. I will stay on the top. Stay on top, you want the Howling Wind. Deals 50% increased damage to enemies with the frost. That's what you want on your Vidimir. Because Rava will put the frost debuff, and then Vidimir will do more damage. You don't build Vidimir with accuracy, so he is not inflicting with the frost. But he does more damage to enemies under the frost. Because Rava will put the frost on the enemies, right? So this is very important on Vidimir. Go the third and fourth talent, the upper row, right? Try to get the War Heart and the Howling Wind. Very 2 good talents for him. So that's the comp, that's the team, that's the talents, and... Oh, my bad. I forgot to show you Thorin. Thorin. I'll have the first 2 talents, and then for the third one, I went with the Eternal Insight. Once the ultimate skill fully recharges, grants 5% max HP shield to the ally with the lowest HP for 5 seconds. I think this is pretty good on him, or you can go with the middle talent. When healing, grants extra healing equal to 2% of the hero max HP. This is very nice on him as well, because you want to build him with a lot of HP. So this is the talents I would recommend on your Thorin. And for Evrian, I went with the middle. Takes 10% less damage when the hero has buff of any kind, which he will have quite often, right? So that's why I went with the middle path. For the fourth talent on your tank, on your Evrian, I would recommend to stay in the middle and get the Rugged Tenacity. It increases his max HP by 30%. This is very huge talent for your tanks, right? You get more HP on them. So this is the team, guys. I will show you one more run, because now I have the talents on my Vidimir, and I think I should be able to beat stage 16, but I will use the food buff. Another very important thing to do. If you struggle with any stages and it's really close, as you see, maybe you can like not finish the dungeon in the time, but the boss is like 10% HP left and your time is out. Try to use some food buffs. For example, this one, plus 13% max attack, right? You can get these food buffs easily in the Elven Islands. You can straight up buy it. You don't even need to cook this food. You can buy it straight up. As well as this one. It gives you plus 8% attack and plus 8% max HP. And I will use this food buff. And now we will see if I can complete the stage 16 in the Grave of Venom with this team. And I haven't changed any gear, so we will see. I will let it run, and I will bring you back once we are close to the end. Alright guys, so we are almost at the end, and this team works pretty much on stage 16 as well. And you saw I haven't changed any gear, all I did is just put 2 more talents into Vladimir, and that's the difference between stage 15 done and 16 done. Because I was struggling on stage 16, but now that I put 2 more talents onto Vladimir, I'm flying through the stage. You know, 3 minutes in, and we are almost done. So don't forget to do your talents, especially for your DPS if you struggle with the boss, right? Or maybe if your tank is dying, you know, give him some talents as well. And we're done. Yeah, 3 minutes and 9 seconds, I believe. And we are done with the stage 16. Yeah, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. As you see, the first time I beat the stage, I'm getting some mythical pieces. I got 2 more here, and I was lucky, and I got 1 more in here. I will check them later. Hopefully, you know, I got some good mythical pieces that would help me a lot in the progression. And that's the team you can use, you know, from stage 1 all the way to stage 20. Just, you know, start, once you progress to higher stages, you know, just improve the gear. That's all you have to do. No skill timings, I will show you to be 100% sure. As you see, no skill timings, nothing, and you're done. One more thing that's very good is this tide search from your island. I can't stress it enough, guys. Level up your island, level up the war room, and put some levels into your tide search. Because this will help you a lot, especially early on. Like, this shield is amazing. And then there's another ability. You can change the shield for the damage one. But you need to level up your war room to level 6 or 7, I believe, to start using the other ability. So guys, there you have it. A free-to-play team for the Grave of Venom. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know down below in the comment section what team are you using for the early progressions through dungeons. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!